Senator Tim Scott, the man himself. Mr. Senator, thank you very much for coming on the show. It'll be great to see you again. First question.
Thank you, Stuart. Thanks for having me.
How are you going to catch up to Nikki Haley?
Well, the good news is as my name ID continues to grow around the country, people are coming to the conclusion that they want an optimistic, positive messenger with a backbone who understands that the conservative principles sets the captive free. I'm going to continue to focus on restoring hope, creating opportunities, and protecting the America that we all love. And Stuart, that starts with backing the blue and closing our southern border. As people get to know me more, our numbers will take care of themselves. But the good news is my life disrupts the lives of the radical left. I am the most dangerous candidate in the GOP field because the radical left knows that my story tells the American people all things are possible in the great opportunity party.
I believe you just came from a visit to a charter school in New Hampshire. I think you just walked into our studio right there. Now, is school choice big in your campaign?
Absolutely. Part of my Empowering Parents plan, we have to empower parents to protect kids. Every child in every zip code deserves quality education. If you give parents a choice, kids have the best chance at life. The problem is that the teachers' unions stand in the doorway of every school and say, we're going to trap poor kids in the poor schools. That is wrong and it is immoral. I will break the backs of the teachers' unions and give our parents the choice they need and their kids the chance to succeed.
But, Mr. Senator, education is a state issue. Would you make it school choice?
Absolutely.
Can you make school choice a federal issue?
Absolutely. Well, here's what we know. Federalism is really important. Most of the education decisions will be made on the local level. The question is, what do we do with the two major buckets of resources that come from Washington? One is Title I dollars, two, Title II dollars for kids with special needs. You can take both of those buckets of resources, put them in a proverbial backpack, and let the parents have those resources to choose the school of their choice. That's how we make sure that more schools in the poorest zip codes have more options.
Okay.
The parents deserve more options, and that's how we do it.
You may be surprised, I'm sure you've seen this, but your mom wants you to help her to focus on helping people. We're going to roll that tape, Mr. Senator. Roll it, please.
If your son makes it to the White House, is there something that you want him particularly to focus on?
People who don't have. I think it's just important that we have a president who is able to help people, help other people succeed in their life, because sometimes life can be hard.
How exactly are you going to do that, Mr. Senator? Your mom says people who don't have a lot. It sounds like, in what way will you help those people?
Well, one of the things I did, Stuart, as you think about back at the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017, I was one of the primary authors of that bill. What I thought about was being raised by that single mother, beautiful woman that she is. What we did in the TCJA is we cut her taxes, a single mom's taxes, by almost 70%, dual income families by over 60%. We returned to the average family over $4,000, and we brought unemployment to the lowest level we've seen ever in the history of the country for African Americans, Hispanics, Asians, 70-year low for women, and a 50-year low for the majority population. That's how we restore hope and create opportunities. I've also said my mother worked 16-hour days. She taught me there's dignity in all work. And that's why if you're able-bodied in America, you work. It's one of the ways we restore dignity for the average person in our country. These are simple principles that need to be seen, felt, and understood from sea to shining sea.
Senator Tim Scott, thank you very much for taking time out of what must be an extremely busy day, week, month, year, a couple of years. It's great to have you with us, and I hope you can come again, sir. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Stuart.
Make sure to tune in for the second Republican debate. It's on September